Today is 23rd of May, and we are marking as part of the countdown tasks towards the Global 2014 think tanking Smart Partnership Dialogue in October in South Africa. We're counting about 20 weeks from now on. Now we'd like to welcome you to the CPTM Smart Partners Hub, therefore weekly countdown, and just one or two things that took place this week, following up the very useful links of links dialogues that took place last week. Obviously, the preoccupation with consolidation of various, the relevance of smart partnership to various links stimulated our smart partners. So even today we received a number of articulation on smart partnership, for instance, from Isidore Zindoga, the Labour link, and also from contributions from Joe Tsang in relation to his interaction in Chad with the president, and from Bureau of Standards, from Lomkosi, Chief Executive of Bureau of Standards in Swaziland, and so on. Next week there are preparation of the International Labour Conference, among other things, ILO, which usually is taking place at the end of May, beginning of June, and a number of smart partners will be passing through London. We're glad to meet them, and alongside probably the CPTM Fellow Emeritus, His Excellency President Masire, who will be next week in London, but hopefully he will be with us at the Hub next Thursday. So the various discussions that were raised, including those related to hubs, links, and the smart partnership language, will continue. We will start this week. We have started this week to also plan a framework for the dialogue resource group interactions in relation to specific issues and content around the taking over issues from Dar es Salaam, specifically to do with leveraging technology issues and socio-economic transformation around the smart partnership initiatives. And this week, for instance, we already had one of these interactions with Carl Miller, who is from a member of the well-known seasoned think tank, Demos, and who participated in the November think tanking at the CPTM Smart Partners Hub, bringing light to the issue of, to the various issues related to social media and its impact in the capacity to govern. An issue which most likely, taking forward from Dar es Salaam under the leveraging of technology, will need to be highlighted due to the extraordinary importance of the impact that social media is making in each institutional country framework. So we are expecting in the next 2 weeks or so, end of May and beginning of June, to have a framework for all the various issues which were agreed to be taken forward from the dialogue in Dar es Salaam, as well as from the think tanking in November, and to present you with a plan for interacting dialogue resource group on the teleconference, but also with substantial background. That will assist us to focus the agenda and the individuals who are going to be present from various institutions in our movement in the think tanking dialogue in South Africa. At the end of the week, that is tomorrow, there will be the inauguration of the government of South Africa following successful elections, and a government and cabinet will be announced. Therefore, we hope that a joint dialogue convener will be identified. In the meantime, we are very grateful to the Office of the President, who maintained themselves as a point of reference while in the period of elections and while new cabinet and new government is being established. The objective will be that by middle of June we would have in Pretoria, obviously, get together of a number of dialogue resource people, South Africans, alongside dialogue resource and JEG members in the Smart Partnership movement, and we'll try to catch up with the time which went since in the last few months. The only thing I would like to remind everybody is that we had quite an interest in lately in the application of some of the more analytical frameworks to assess and to assist decision making and capacity to govern in various countries. One of it is complexity framework, and we had opportunities both in Singapore a few months ago, but also lately in Oxford, to meet a number of individuals well known internationally, probably some of the most well known, such as Professor Doyen Farmer, whom I met on Saturday last week in Oxford, in relation to the usefulness of such an approach for leveraging technology and transformation. Yeah, there will be one of the reading tip connected with complexity and the art of public policy, but more important, there will be a focus probably on capacity to govern and on leaders for a new epoch, an avant-garde politician based on a very well-known Club of Rome member, Ezekiel Dror, and very experienced. And finally, if you haven't heard it already, or you haven't seen it written, there is a heading of a book, and which almost went viral, and probably will pick up the issue about why. And this is Capital in the 21st Century, written by the French economist and philosopher Thomas Piketty, and who is approaching particularly the issue of inequality. We may probably try to pick up a bit more the actual thesis in his book, rather than the various articles about the book which you already have been alerted to, and the relevance of that to the transformation in smart partnerships. So have a nice weekend and hope to see you next week.